NFL 24. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Detroit Lions and the Buffalo Bills. And it comes your way next.
We are just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Buffalo Bills. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl and came really within 1 quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Goff now to throw. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, this can happen when you get man coverage on a tight end. This is a nice route. He's just going to run a corner to the left side and find some open space. That's asking a lot to make a linebacker run with him. And this ball's on the money as they pick up a first down.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
7 yards there and a first down. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field.
There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. From 19 yards away. And the Lions have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. On the return, Deontay Hardy. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both. And at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Throwing now is Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It's a gain of 35.
Usually in this spot, you do an offensive coordinator saying, don't feel like you've got to get this all back at once. But here, they give up the opening touchdown and say, no time like the present to show what we can do too. And that's big yardage on their initial play from scrimmage.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Allen. Being chased out left. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to their offense, his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
Throwing on first down is Allen. He's going to go up top for the end zone. That is incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Rolling to his right. Breaks through the contact, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Allen going to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen punching it in from a yard away. And the Bills respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
It's Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
7-7, our score after 1. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Out of the gun, gone. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play. They'll hold them to no gain.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone, and that is incomplete.
Well, you've certainly got to be on your toes defensively when you're facing Josh Allen. He can hit you from any angle. He's got arguably the strongest arm. And he uncorks a deep one here, but that one falls incomplete.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Josh Allen, he says that he wants to continue to perfect executing the run-pass option. Looked pretty good there. And
he's put in the minds of all people trying to defend him that his legs create big plays, so guess who benefits?
His running back.
No doubt about it, and we just saw it there.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Oh, the hurdle. Oh. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage are so committed to denying the big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Now they'll throw with Allen. Able to shake him off. This is caught. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills have taken the lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Detroit's offense ready to take over. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Here's Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Reynolds. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. That one let go deep for Laporta. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take over here up near the 40. Yeah, they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
A lot of times when you have a ball like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. With these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And this one is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
On 2nd down, Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On play action, Allen buying time to his left. Going deep for Diggs. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They do go for it. Here's Allen. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A shotgun snap for Goff. This one swung out to Montgomery. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Goff on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a line football.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome everyone to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bills were led in the first half by their all-world quarterback, Josh Allen. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break. Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Starting the third quarter with Cook. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Allen now looks to throw. Dancing to his left. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Cook able to escape. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. 31 yards for James Cook. And the Bills take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Boy, missed tackles continuing to plague this defense, and they surrender another big play and a touchdown here.
Yeah, but my count, at least 2 guys had shots at it, maybe even more than that. But this defense, they looked out of sorts all game long. That was definitely not one of their better efforts right there.
Pass on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Montgomery on the counter. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Allen now on first down. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Now Allen. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen escaping the pressure right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The improv back there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and, of course, a special player.
Forced out to his left. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Bottom line is that he is just something else as a runner, because there are not many QBs in this league who can rip up a game that big, and he did it with the defense giving him a little extra attention after he hit him on a run earlier this series.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the fourth quarter. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Being chased out left. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end, not when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Flush to his right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That his first catch so far. They held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
They'll run with Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
They try again with Cook. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Came up about a yard short, but I can't help it, Brandon. I love it when the big guy gets the football and he tries to battle his way forward. There's something about those guys carrying the ball and watching people trying to stop them. That's just great theater.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th and goal as they look to finish this one off. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Josh Allen keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Bills go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
And this is something the Bills love to do down near the goal line. Just let their big quarterback use his size and just bull his way in. And that's great work by Allen on the quarterback draw to maneuver his way into the end zone.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. And Detroit getting set to go now. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result. Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Slant pass. He's got Reynolds. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To the air again. Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 41-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Play action. It's Goff. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Josh Reynolds. 41 yards. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, did the Lions get it? Yes, they recover. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Now Goff. This to Laporta, right side. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Goff on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
And they take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because, remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.